Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. There have been multiple responses to the decision reached by the southern governors in respect to open grazing, and most of them are against southern governors. A lot of people just believe that they don't have the right, to table those resolutions that they have presented, though they said that when the president returns, that they are going to meet with him to discuss all the resolution they had reached during that meeting. But then we have started seeing huge surprises showing up, and this one is coming from the Arewa Consultative Forum. And they've not only shocked Nigerians, even the Fulanis, even the Métis Allah, they have shocked them a great deal, because instead of them going against the southern governors, they have decided to support the decision by the southern governor to prevent anything called, open grazing. Yes, that's the position that they have taken, and it's really what applying in the sense that this is the first time we are seeing shocking responses coming from them. Don't forget that we had also reported about Garba Adamu, who had to open up on the need for, these guys to return back home, the headers to return back home, that they can stay together in the north and get things fixed, and make it more money than they have ever made, since they had depended on oil. And for me, that was a good one, you understand? But right now, ACF are supporting the southern governor, and you'll be shocked what they have to say. But before we go into details of that and for the analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon, so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, let's look at the news in detail. The Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, has said it is in support of the call to ban open grazing of cattle by the southern governors. Chairman of Arewa Consultative Forum and immediate past Minister of Agriculture, Chief Audu Ugbe, in a statement in Kaduna on Monday, noted that there is no reason for the forum to object to a decision taken in the best interest of all. He explained that the fact of the matter is that the crisis between Southerners and headsmen emanated from the belief that they are free to enter any farm, eat up the crops, take advantage of women, or kill anyone, raising objection, stressing that no society can accept that. This is great. The current high price of Gari is one obvious reason of this behavior. Few cassava farms cannot grow to maturity because it is harvested by the farmers, so food security is already being threatened. Ugbe noted that there is the need to advise the governors in all states not to think that merely banning open grazing will end the crisis, pointing out that the bulk of the violent herders are the ones marching in from neighboring African countries in large number, thousands at a time, and showing no regards to boundaries, whether state or regional. He is of the opinion that Governor Umar Abdullahi Ganduje of Kanu's formula must be adopted to stop cattle from entering Nigeria from West Africa, adding that the solution is for Nigeria to seek an amendment to Article 3 of the ECOWAS Protocol, especially as regards the free movement of cattle and other livestock without special permits. He expressed belief that if this is done, Nigeria, with over 5 million hectares of land in all grazing reserve left, is enough to accommodate over 40 million cows if well grassed and watered. Ugbe enjoined the northern governors to immediately look into this and see the viability, stressing that within those space, ranches can be developed for lease to Nigerian herders so that the matter could be brought to an end, so that any herders found roaming can be penalized. He suggested, and I quote his words, he said, our ECOWAS neighbors can find ways to deal with their own issues the way they deem fit. We can seek support from African Development Bank, the World Bank, EU, or Kuwait Fund, or any source willing to support us in resolving this problem. Hauling abuses, trading suspicions, and threatening warfare, as is currently the trend, will only produce grief and disaster. This is really a good one coming from Arewa Consultative Forum. But then he talked about something very important, and that is the need for the governors to see how they can amend Article 3 of ECOWAS Protocol. Now, I would like to let's check out what does that really mean so that we know the direction we should be heading. Now, that Article 3 of ECOWAS Treaty has a lot to do with the need to exist as a community, and that is meant for the purpose of economic, integration and the realization of the African Economic Community, and that somehow gives member states the liberty to enter into other states and do trading, you understand? So to some extent, we cannot kind of hold back these guys because we are, for example, some of the headsmen that are coming in from Chad, Nigerians can't stop them because actually the Article 3 gives them that right to see how they can create relationship with neighboring countries in order to see to the progress and the development of African continent. And that has been the advantage that the treaty has given to them, and that tries to promote harmonization and coordination of national policy and help in promoting integration program, which some of these member states are taking advantage of it and coming into our countries with their terrible attitude and horrible attitude to wage war against host community that wants them for keeps, and that's what Ogbe is trying to say. We need to look at it and review it, possibly using security also and creating punitive measures that can help, that can be put against anyone who is entering into a member state to carry out some nefarious activities that will, instead of promoting economic activities in the African continent, it will end up increasing insecurity. Bring up something, a punitive measure against such people, and to some extent things will be done right. I mean, for the first time I've seen a kind of understanding coming from the north, because right now what we are currently going through is not just hitting the south alone, it's hitting virtually all the geopolitical zone. Food, there is serious food insecurity right now. There is no food in Nigeria. Look at Gary, for example. It's shocking. At this point, you are seeing Gary for 100 naira. Someone at one time came up, was showing us, or the guy was like putting the yam he bought 1-2 in front of his car. He said no, he cannot stay again in the boot. That the cost of the food item is enough to keep it in front. You understand? So things are so costly. The reason why Nigerians are running away from the forest is because of the activities of these Fulani herders. So for them to return back is a good one. Somehow the government should see how they can, create ranches in the northern part of the country for them and see how they can, be keeping and continue with the economic activity, than for them to come and be eating up our crops. I know this will be a great shock to Macban, and also to Meiti Allah and even the Fulani herders. They'll be so shocked to hear this coming from Arewa Consultative Forum. But it's good, to call a spade than to be playing games every day and pretend as if this thing is not touching us. Right now, a lot of people can't even afford normal food to eat. You understand? Why? Because the forests have been taken over by this people, and it can't continue like this. So for me, it's thumb up to the people of Arewa, that's the northern friends of Nigeria. We give you a thumbs up for that understanding, and I hope that the Fulani will not take it that we hate them, but let's see how we can correct things and keep running us a country. I'd like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. Let's